Once upon a time, deep in a heavily damaged underground subway tunnel, Spark Letterman, so-called superhero, sat on a slab of broken concrete, leaning forward, head down, with the brim of his ball cap covering his eyes. Earlier that morning, an earthquake struck the region, tearing the concrete-lined tunnel into Lego parts. An emergency circuit powered enough lights to see the dead bodies littering the tracks and mangled subway cars tipped on their sides. "Why don't you get off your dead ass and help?" Spark looked up just enough to see the stranger's boots, and replied, "Fuck you," and left it at that. "We need help searching for whoever's left alive here. You are able-bodied and the least you can do is help us," the stranger snapped. Spark leaned back to show the cut that ran across his forehead and down his left cheek. His left eye was bruised and the whites were now a cherry-red color. "Able-bodied, you say?" Spark asked. "You have no idea. Move along." The stranger shook his head in disgust. "Your wounds have obviously stopped bleeding and you have at least one good eye. More than most who are attempting to help." "Do you have any medical background?" the stranger asked. Spark tossed some broken concrete at his boots and replied, "Former medic in the army, an EMT for 6 months before they canned my ass." "Fantastic. You have more training than most of us combined. Get off your ass and lend us a hand," the stranger barked. "I don't know you, and you don't know me. If you continue to bark orders at me, I will show you what I am capable of with my one good eye. Now get the fuck away from me." Spark replied with a one-eyed stare. Frustrated, the stranger pulled a pistol from inside his jacket and dangled it low by his right knee for Spark to see. "You do realize this earthquake was not a natural event. We have been a target for months, and from your behavior I think you are part of it." "You are sadly mistaken," Spark replied with a grin. "I am an innocent victim just like you and everyone else trapped in this hellhole." "Your actions speak otherwise," the stranger stated like a lawyer. "If you continue to refuse to assist with the recovery and medical needs of the survivors, I will have no choice but to pass judgment on you and end you now." Spark clenched his jaw and spat on the ground. "All I am doing is minding my own business. Why don't you do the same?" he asked. The stranger had a sudden realization as he listened to Spark speak. "You sound familiar. Are you a famous person by chance?" "Famous?" Spark asked with a chuckle. "Yeah, I made the papers a few times." The stranger stepped forward to get a better look at Spark's face. "You don't look like anyone I've heard of, but I swear I've heard your voice before. Are you an actor? A politician?" "I'm a fucking superhero," Spark replied, annoyed as hell. "Do you collect comic books?" "I'm 37 years old. Of course I don't collect comic books. What kind of superhero are you? Do you fly? Do you have super strength? Can you run super fast? What are your superpowers?" Shaking his head, Spark replied, "No, none of that." "Then what do you do?" the stranger asked. "You can help more than anyone here with the powers you have." A long pause, and then Spark answered, "Trivia, and I make really good pizza," Spark replied. "I know the answer to about any trivia question you could ask, and I am an award-winning pizza chef, at least around here I am." "Trivia is not a superpower," the stranger replied, "and anyone can make pizza with practice. Who established that you are a superhero? What official body recognizes who is a superhero and who isn't?" Spark pulled his wallet from his back pocket and produced a card, which he handed to the stranger. "The National Association of Superheroes," the stranger read from the top of the card. "The holder of this card is granted the title of superhero by the National Association of Superheroes and is awarded all rights and privileges held within, dated October 25, 1984, and signed by 2 people whose name I can't read." Spark held out his hand to get his card back. "What bullshit," the stranger replied, passing back the card. "My mother makes the best pizza on the planet and could kick your sorry ass back to wherever you came from. And as far as trivia goes, who gives a fuck? Is that a rhetorical question? Because I know the answer."